It's being called an act of terrorism in the state of Michigan.
Tonight, we're learning more about the group's plot to overthrow the government and put Governor Whitmer on trial for treason. 6 men are accused in the kidnapping. Another 7 are accused of trying to target police in the state capitol. This is a look at 10 of the men who are right now facing charges.
It's an investigation that spans the state involving 200 law enforcement officers. Search and arrests warrants were executed in more than a dozen cities, including Canton, Clarkston, Shelby Township, and Waterford.
And it was being planned apparently for months. Here's a look at the timeline. According to investigators, in March, really the beginning of the pandemic, a militia group was brought to the FBI's attention. In June, members began meeting and recruiting others. By July, they were training with guns and attempted to make explosives, according to the allegations. Surveillance of the governor's vacation home was underway in August and September, and apparently they plan to carry out the attack this month. We've got complete coverage tonight at 11 with Jason Colthorpe with a look at where these men were training.
But we want to begin with Mara McDonald to take us through these stunning allegations. Mara.
Kimberly, in all, 13 men charged, and the reasoning behind their alleged actions, they were angry over the governor's executive COVID orders, which they viewed as tyrannical. The feds became aware of the various alleged plots early this year. The suspects are from Metro Detroit as well as the rest of the state. All either consider themselves part of the group Wolverine Watchmen or are affiliated with that group.
Adam Fox, Barry Croft, Ty Garbin, Caleb Franks, Daniel Harris, and Brandon Caserta conspired to kidnap the governor from her vacation home in the Western District of Michigan before the November election.
The feds raiding this mobile home in Heartland last night belonging to Ty Garbin, one of those accused, at the same time moving on this home in Waterford belonging to Caleb Franks.
And I just know that the FBI and the Michigan State Police worked incredibly hard in a coordinated fashion. This is unlike anything we've ever seen before. And the brave men and women of these two police organizations really put their lives on the line to keep me and my family safe. And I'm incredibly grateful and humbled by the work that they do.
The Department of Justice charging 6 in the Whitmer kidnapping plot. AG Dana Nessel charging an additional 7 with plots to attack the state capitol, target law enforcement officers, and instigate a civil war. We know at least 2 of those men, the Null brothers, attended a rally at the Capitol, which was used as a recruiting tool to find like-minded individuals who believed that Whitmer was violating the Constitution with her shutdown orders. The recruiting turned into in-person meetings, some, the feds say, taking place in the basement of this vacuum store in Grand Rapids, where Adam Fox, one of the key figures in the alleged Whitmer kidnap plot, lived. The FBI was listening to everything that was being said through 2 informants, and while there were original suggestions of storming the state capitol to take the governor, the men turned their eyes on her vacation home in northern Michigan as the kidnap location. She was then to be taken to Wisconsin to stand trial for what they viewed as her treason. Whitmer, for her part, is laying the blame on the president for the group's actions.
We know every time that this White House identifies me or takes a shot at me, we see an increase in rhetoric online, violent rhetoric. And so there's always a connection.
Back here live, if you look at that federal criminal complaint into the Whitmer kidnap plot, you will see that at least some of the members of that group were supposed to meet up yesterday to buy explosives and tactical gear. It's going to be interesting to see whether any sort of meetup actually happened. And Devin, Kimberly, I do think it is important to point out that the last time that the FBI and the DOJ charged a militia case in Michigan was 2010. It was a raid on what was called the Hutari. They were a militia in Lenawee County accused of anti-government plots, of trying to kill police officers, planting bombs at police officer funerals and things of that nature. That case completely collapsed in federal court. We are live at the Capitol tonight in Lansing. Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Incredible. Okay, Mara, thank you.